Hey, it's Biddy Penny, and I'm doing mini scenes 3 ways today, so stick around. Okay, you guys, so I am back playing with this Moo-tiful Buddies again. It's an exclusive from Not2ShabbyShop, link down below. And I'm encouraging you to grab some of your shaped, if you have nesting, that's a great way to make these cards, but some nesting dies of any shape, and let's make some mini scenes. So I'm going to do this 3 ways today. I'm going to play with pattern paper, I'm going to play with stencils, and I'm going to play with like embossing folders, just to give you guys some different ideas. So I got my nesting dies out and just kind of moved them around on my stamp set to pick my sizes. These purple ones are going to be my matted layer, and I really think it helps set this little scene apart from the background. I stamped everything up with my hybrid ink so that I could use my alcohol markers and colored pencils today. So I had some scraps on my desk from when I made a journal live on my channel the other day, and I used those to pick my colors. So here are the colors I selected, and I colored up my balloons and cows and mice and that little haystack, which is so cute. Now for my coloring, I'm using alcohol markers. I'm using a light color, my lightest color, kind of in each color group. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in my colored pencils to add my shadowing and blending. So this to me is a really simple way to color, and I find that I always enjoy the results. So I grabbed my colored pencils. I just kind of took out this top tray. I knew it had a color of each, and I grabbed quite a bit of a darker color because you can always go with a light hand and darken where you want. And that's how I added the depth to my balloons today. I just really love the results. And I just feel like it's so easy. I don't know. So here is the orange version, and then I'll do a pink one with you guys, and then we're going to hop into the 3 cards that I made. So I had a whole lot of fun. It's funny, I had given my mother that Heavens to Betsy thank you card. I don't know if you guys saw it on my channel, but I gave it to my mom, and then she loved it so much. The next day she called me and said, I need you to make me a couple of those. So I am going to make a couple more, just a different variation today. Now I had to fussy cut. So first thing I like to do if I'm fussy cutting a lot is kind of break up my images, cut them down into smaller pieces and separate them all. So as you can see, I have a lot of colored images here, and I'm just going to separate all of these out. The Brothers Scan and Cut would definitely cut these. I just can't find my mat, so I had to order a new one. All right, and so then I fussy cut, fussy cut, fussy cut. First card, you guys. I grabbed an embossing folder from my stash, and now I've got that matted layer. And one thing that I did is I made this focal point with scraps of paper, which you'll see in the next card. And so I just cut it out with my die, and then I'm just arranging this cute little scene. I just loved the idea of this mouse standing on a hay bale trying to reach that balloon with its little short arms. The mice and the way that all of these critters are illustrated just make me happy. I love them so much. So I just had no problem making them the focal point of the card. I know that we all like different things, and so I thought this card would be fun for those of us who like coloring and pattern paper and embossing. So that's why I kind of added all of those to this paper. Plus it's kind of, or card, it's kind of clean and simple. So here's where I made that paper that I used in the first card. Maybe I should have put this one first. Oh well. So I made this with all of these strips of scrap paper, and I made my own background, and as well as I cut out the focal point for that first card. For this focal point, I just cut it out of white cardstock. It was actually a scrap. And then I glued down Betsy, she's so cute, and a balloon because it's somebody's birthday. And then I popped up that adorable hat. Now, with these cards, I also added some shine to them, which you'll see towards the end of the video. So now all of these cards I made today are A2. So I just glued that down to my A2 card base, and the second card is done. Let's jump into the third. With this one, I used some recently purchased stencils from Michael's, and they're great for scene building. It is slippery on the back, so I was kind of having some trouble with that. But if I would just grab my magnetic mat, it would be a lot easier. I just used some tape and then just tried to hold it firmly. But yeah, I'm just creating a little scene here. So for those of you who want to use stencils and you want to create more of a realistic scene with that kind of backdrop, I made this card for you. So I love that this little mouse is giving her cow friend a balloon for her birthday. Now I had eyeballed my background, but I noticed that when I held that focal point centered, I needed to bring it up so the grass line and the skyline were equal. So I was just showing you that I did that. And I'm gluing this down to my A2 card base. Okay guys, the final touches is I brought in this like stardust gel pen to add just a little bit of shine to some of the parts of the card, and I'm done. So like the hat, the balloon, the nose, they all shine a little extra, which is so cute. And then I did the insides of my cards. I always have to. So this is what my mom wanted. Heavens to Betsy, I do declare it's your birthday. And here's another. She needed more than one, so here's the other one I made. And then this one's just a little more generic, and I'm using the sentiments from the stamp set. Hey there, it's your birthday. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you later. Bye.